Hello, hello, everyone. How are we doing? Happy Sunday? It's Sunday. Sunday. I am currently giving my son a nap as we speak. He is on my lap. So he's going to be sleeping on me while we do this video, but don't worry. You won't see him. He won't cause any issues. Horror Man, not my first time watching your streams, but first time chatting. I welcome you to the stream. I welcome you to chat. Linton, how you doing? Catman, Dan, Jeffrey, John. Been a while, Jeffrey. How are you? Ali, Alan, Wes. How we doing? I'm not missing anyone, am I? I don't think so. Wasabi. Danny Horror, what's up, my dude? Seeing some people in here I haven't seen in a little bit. How you guys been? I wanted to come on here today because I asked last night on Instagram, hey, do you guys want to see a live or an upload today? It's actually good that a live won because Phil wouldn't have had time to cut today because he had some things come up. So this is perfect. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, guys, if you can't tell, look right behind me. I'm going to move the camera around so you guys can see, but we've got a little bit different of a setup going on here. Halloween 5, Halloween Kills, framed. Look at those beauties. Kills right next to Halloween 2018. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Rob Zombie's Halloween. And as I've told people many times, I know that that poster is damaged. That is a theater used poster from the very theater that I went to see that film in 2007. So That's the poster I saw when I was walking into that theater to see that movie. I got it for Christmas that year. I will never get rid of it, no matter how damaged it gets. But now it's framed. It can be preserved in the state that it's in. Halloween 5 right there. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. I love her so much. And the Halloween Kills. I really do. I love both of them. My Halloween 6 and my Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 are both 27 by 40s. They didn't have that size at Walmart, so I'm going to have to order those online, or just go to, like Alan told me on Instagram Live, Michael's or another store like that, or another Walmart. And then also my Halloween 4 poster will be here tomorrow. So you may be asking, well, Nick, why would you put this one up if you're about to get 4? That's a great question. I don't know. But the OCD in me really wanted these posters up that I could frame right now. So once my 4 poster gets here tomorrow, at some point this week, probably when I get paid this weekend, I will buy more poster frames to finish the rest of them. I'm going to put 4 here. I'm going to move 5 over here where Rob Zombies is, move Rob Zombies down 1, and then put Rob Zombies my bad. Put 4 here, 5 here, 6 here, because I have my 6 posters still rolled. And then the 2 Rob Zombie films. And then you've got obviously 2018 and Kills right next to me. So you're basically going to have an entire wraparound of Halloween posters in this room. And I'm stoked for it. And I am pumped for it. Oh my God, I can't get this to look. Oh, these angles. I'm doing this one-handed. Like I said, I got my kid in my lap. So, but yeah. Thank you for the kind words about the posters, guys. Yeah, I mean, this Kills poster, here's the crazy thing about the Kills poster. So the Kills poster is canvas art. So it's like intentionally larger than the 20 by 30 size that it said it was. It's actually, I think, with it like 22 by 32. So when you put it in the frame, you have to trim it down. So let me tell you the anxiety I had when I'm taking scissors to the very edges of this to make sure I don't clip a single part of that actual art on the poster. The anxiety was overwhelming, but I got it taken care of, and it looks fantastic. And that seems to be the general consensus for everybody. Their favorite one is the Kills poster. And I was saying on Instagram, not that I dislike Halloween 2018's poster, because I don't. I do like it, but it pales in comparison to Kills. I mean, Kills poster is just awesome. I mean, look at that poster. It's sexual. Ali, no, there will not be a new Unita dropping tonight, because Christian went ahead and we uploaded on Tuesday this week, because he didn't have an upload scheduled for Tuesday. So he was like, screw it. I'll just drop the one we just recorded. But we are filming tomorrow night. I don't know when the next one will drop. And tomorrow night's episode was my idea. I was like, hey, Christian, I got an idea. And he was like, shoot. And I shot. And he was like, all right, let's do it. So tomorrow's episode that we'll be recording is my idea. I'm excited about it. I think a lot of you guys will be too. It's something that I feel like doesn't get talked about enough. And it's a movie that a lot of people love. And I'm excited about it. Really excited about it. But that's the new. What do you guys think of the new backdrop? What do you think? You think the backdrop's cooler now that you got Halloween Kills, Halloween 5 back there? I mean, I like it. Oracle, that's awesome. Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing, buddy? Just giving my kid a nap. He's nodding in and out of sleep right now, right down here. But yeah, I'm a fan of this. I also picked up a couple movies when I was there. Okay. I shouldn't have even gone and got the posters. I mean, the frames, let's be honest. I don't need to be spending money right now, but I said, screw it. I'm going to buy the frames. And then I just happened to walk past a $5 bin of Blu-rays. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I will. So I did. Oh, yeah? I got 2. And I want to show you guys which ones I got. So the first one I got is Annabelle Comes Home. This is a movie that I actually really enjoyed. I think Annabelle Creation is my favorite Annabelle film. Probably my favorite spin-off of the Conjuring universe, period. But Annabelle Comes Home is super fun. Doesn't get enough credit, I don't think. It's not really that scary, but it is a really fun time. It is a really fun time. It was $5 on Blu-ray, brand new. I was like, who hurt you, Walmart? Yeah, so I had to pick this up. And then I picked up another movie that I didn't own the Blu-ray of, and that was Get Out. I didn't have the Blu-ray of this. Don't know why, but it was in the $5 bin. And I was like, all right, I'm getting Get Out as well. So I picked up Get Out and Annabelle Comes Home. Ronnie. Yeah, $5 for the slip. I know, right? Let's see. Nice. You have that Blu-ray. Awesome. Ronnie, where is the Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 poster at? It's rolled up on top of the shelf because I'm getting a 27x40 for it this week. So I thought I'm not going to mess with putting it back on the wall with the thumbtacks. There's no point. You know, I get enough crap about it already to not having all of them framed. So I was like, I'll just wait until I get the frames. But I decided I wasn't going to wait anymore. You know, I wasn't going to wait to get frames anymore. I wanted it for my own OCD. And I wanted these posters up. I want these posters up. I absolutely love the Kills poster, as simplistic as it is. I love the Kills poster. Halloween 5. I love the Halloween 5 poster. I think it's my favorite Halloween poster. Now you guys know I love the movie, but regardless of how you feel about the movie, you know, I know a lot of people that aren't big fans of the movie, but they love the poster. And there's something to be said about that, for that, I should say, you know, so I had to get that poster up. Horror Man. I've yet to see Annabelle Creation in full. Annabelle Creation is the scariest, in my opinion. I think it also has the best story. Annabelle Creation is fire. But yeah. Now, also when it comes to the setup, you know, the what I'm doing with the room here, I did a patron exclusive video today where my buddy Rudy requested it. He wanted to see, you know, all right, go to the store, buy these poster frames, frame them, put them on the wall, like show us the whole process. So I filmed that for my Patreon, and I'll be dropping that on Patreon tonight. And it was cool. It was cool. You know, I'll tell you something though. It's really frustrating sometimes to put posters in poster frames, especially if you have animals, because there's dog hair and cat hair. You have to make sure you get every little bit out. And then there's, my Lord, is that my hair? That is my hair. Dear God. The mane is getting out of control. Yeah, so that was frustrating. And then, you know, you don't want to spend $100 on poster frames for like 4 poster frames, but at the same time, you don't want to go too cheap because they can fall apart really easily. So I went right, like middle of the road. I got a pretty high quality one for Kills. But the other two, Halloween 5 and Rob Zombie's Halloween, they're just pretty basic. And you get what you pay for sure. You get what you pay for cheaper ones. They're harder to put together. So I think I'll give Creation a full watch. As of right now, Annabelle Comes Home is mine. Yeah. And here's the thing, man. Annabelle Comes Home I found to be very fun. I really, really did. But I saw Annabelle Creation in theaters. Let me tell you something. That movie freaked me out. It did. Not on the level like The Conjuring or The Conjuring 2 did, but it freaked me out. But yeah. I'm just digging the 5 right behind me, man. I'm just really digging it. Like move this a little bit and get 5 and Kills right in there. I went ahead and put the one sheet for 2018 right here. Maybe I'll get that framed one day. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's just a one sheet that the theater handed out when I went to see the movie in theaters. So naturally I kept it, but it's, also it's the alternative poster to the theatrical poster with Lori and Michael right there. But I believe Wes mentioned that he liked how this looked. Let me show you guys really quick. It actually is pretty cool when you think about it. It's like Lori looking at Michael. You've got 2018's poster and Kills poster, and obviously Michael's in the back here, but he's not prominent. So when you look at these two side by side, Lori is looking at Michael, and Michael is looking at Lori. And evil dies tonight, but it won't die tonight because money. So yeah, but I don't know. I thought that was cool. I really do think that's cool. I like that. I really like the aesthetic of that. Wes, I saw your question. Let me get to that. Since it's the end of the week, what have you watched this week? This week, I watched Friday the 13th Part 3, Friday the 13th Part 4. I watched, what else did I watch? I watched Child's Play 2. I watched, what else did I watch? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I watched Jennifer's Body. And I caught up on American Horror Stories, which I'm not a huge fan of, man. I love American Horror Story, but I feel like this spinoff anthology series is really bumming me out. Yeah, I think that's what I've watched off the top of my head. Take into account Sundays and Mondays are my off days. So like these are the days where I really get to watch something. I work 50 plus hours a week, Tuesday through Saturday. So, Linton, what do you think of the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween Kills mask? I love it. I love it. I really, really do. And Spirit Halloween's going to have them. And I've already told my guy that works for Spirit, one of the big bosses there, to put one aside for me, because I don't want to lose it. He's also going to put aside that ceramic Michael Myers from last year with the jack-o'-lantern, because I didn't get one. So he said he'd put one aside for me. Yes, they are, Art. Let's see. Sean, I prefer Halloween 5 to the remake and Resurrection. Yeah, I mean, I know Halloween 5 has its problems. It's purely nostalgia for me. I love the movie. I'm unapologetically in love with it. Oh, also, Wes, I watched There's Something About Mary last night. I'd never seen that. From 98 with Ben Stiller and Cameron Diaz. And I had never seen that. We watched that last night. She was like, oh, you've never seen this? I was like, no. She's like, let's watch it. Halloween 78 poster, Halloween 2. Tracy, I had an original Halloween poster and it got destroyed. But I have a Japanese Halloween 1978 poster. My friend has it in his possession because he bought it for me. We're getting together in 2 weeks for my bachelor party. He's going to give it to me then. I'm going to get it framed. It is super cool. It is a Japanese Halloween 78 poster. That will obviously be framed and that will be displayed prominently. I mean, if I have my phone fully charged, which I'm going to do from here on out when I do these, because I can have this ring light backed up and you guys are really going to be able to see a lot more. But I do it like this if my phone's not fully charged so it can charge while I do this. I mean, I guess I could use an extension cord, but it takes a little effort. Horror Man, I watched Saturday the 14th yesterday, and I think I heard Christian talk about it on a video before. Yes, yeah, Christian likes it. Christian enjoys it. I've never seen it, but Christian enjoys it. Will I repeat that again for the Halloween Ends poster? Yes. Yeah. It'll be a theme. It's going to be 18 kills and ends. But by the time Ends comes out, I'll be in a new house. So I'll have more space for that. Art, are you going to see Venom on the same night as Halloween Kills? No, because I don't believe that Sony has the balls to keep Venom there. That's my thought. I really do not think Sony is going to keep Venom on the same night, because if they do, they're asking for the films to cannibalize each other, and they're asking to finish in second. I'm sorry. I love Venom, and I'm stoked for Venom Let There Be Carnage. But if you put it up against Michael Myers is going to win in October. He just is. And I want to see both films be number one at their respective weekends and make a lot of money, because it's good for the industry. It's good for us as moviegoers. So I think I think they don't know what they're doing yet. They pushed it back. It's a tentative date, but probably not going to stay there. It's not going to stay there. Isaiah, how you doing, buddy? Brooke, some people have shown pictures, though, and they look like dog shit. What pictures? What are we talking about? Let me know. Will there be any new ceramics this year? I will tell you this, Wes. Christian told me to ask that question to my guy, and his response, let's just say he didn't say yes or no, but the way he said what he said made it seem like yes, but he's not going to tell me. So my Spirit was supposed to open today, and I drove past it earlier when I went out to get these frames, and it wasn't open. It just said opening soon. So I don't know when it's going to open. I would assume any day now, though. I've seen that movie before. It has Lin Shaye. Yeah, it does. I was like, dude, that's Lin Shaye. Watch Friday the 13th, the remake. One of the best franchise. Yeah, I know you love it, man. Went to the dollar store and picked up a movie called Citadel. Cool. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. Did you hear of that? Yes, VHS 94. Yep. Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm looking forward to it because I hated VHS Viral. But I mean, VHS Viral was terrible. What's up, Andrew? T Parker Evans, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know you. I know you're a big fan of stories, and I'm not. I don't hate it. I will say that. Like, I need to clarify. I do not hate American Horror Stories, but it is more stupid. It's but I prefer our episodic seasons, and I really love Double Features trailer, so I'm excited for that. Yes, they do, Art. Jay, man, how you doing, man? Thank you. God, you kick ass. Halloween Kills is going to kill it at the box office. If there isn't a shutdown of things, keep up the good work and start catching up on The Walking Dead. Yes, I saw your Instagram video last night, I believe, that episode 1 of season 11 had dropped. First of all, buddy, how was that? Were you a fan of it? Did you like it? Second, thank you so much for the gracious super chat. That means a lot. And third, yes, it is going to kill it at the box office. I've said this for a few months now, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna triple down, or quadruple down, however many times I've said it. I think that Halloween Kills is going to surpass Halloween 2018. Now, I will say I'm cautious about saying that now because of the resurgence and cases and things, kind of restrictions coming back into place and stuff. I'm worried about that now. Hopefully 2 months from now, we're in a better place. Fingers crossed. Regardless, I thought that Kills was going to do better. I really, really did, because I thought people were going to be anxious to go see Michael in the theater because it had been delayed. People were going to be anxious to go out in October for Halloween and see a horror movie because we just spent, better part of a year and a half in our houses. But I don't know. I'm worried a little bit. It's going to make a ton of money regardless, but I'm worried. I may be wrong now, but Jay, thank you so much, buddy. I really, really appreciate that. And I'm glad you liked the new episode of The Walking Dead. I'm really glad. I know you love that show, and I would hate for you to not like the new season. So, but Wes, I agree, man. I really, 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 really do think that Kills was going to really just annihilate the box office. But now I'm worried. Man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Sound off in the chat. What do you think is going to happen? John, I would tend to agree with you. I think there will be a lot of people that do that, but I think that the thing you're going to have to worry about losing is your casual moviegoer. Horror fans, Halloween fans, they're going to go regardless. What you really need is those teenagers that want to go see horror movies in October. You need those people that, I don't know, the people that love the original movie. Like my mom loves the original movie, loves Halloween 2, hated every other movie because she saw those two in theaters when she was young. And then she liked 2018. So that's a casual Halloween fan that is someone you need to pull in. And it's kind of hard when all this is going on because they're like, you know what, maybe I'll just wait. So it's a bummer. I really, really hope things are on a little bit better of a track by then, but we'll see. See you, Fluffx. Appreciate it, brother. Well, I will say this, T. Parker. If we weren't in the situation we were in right now, I would have almost guaranteed that it would have opened better than 2018. I would have almost guaranteed that. Christian Hannah Horror just texted me, guys. Oh, he just had an idea for a Unita. Interesting that you guys were asking about that. Wonder what Christian's idea for Unita was. I have to consult with Christian before I divulge any details. John, do you think Kills will be released online a month? I heard that they were trying to get some kind of streaming agreement for Halloween night. And then I heard that was total BS. So I don't know. I really have no idea. I think that it would benefit them. I don't think it could hurt. Told you we're all a little sick here. Ali, think Candyman will be on par? No. And I say that because even at the rate we're at right now, even if, say, things didn't get drastically better, all of the data shows that we'll reach a peak, I think, by the end of September. Shit, my bad. Regardless. So then things would have to be trending downward once you got to October. Candyman opens in 2 weeks. Candyman will do well. Don't Breathe just opened to Don't Breathe 2 just opened to, I believe, almost 11 million for the weekend, which isn't awful, but it is nothing to write home about. I think Candyman, you're probably looking at about 20, 25 million. That's what I would say. I think Halloween Kills, you're looking, if things are still this way, I still think you're looking 40 to 50. I really do. I just think that Candyman, guys, we love Candyman, but we know the modern, horror fan, they don't appreciate Candyman like a lot of us do. So, but it'll do well. Tracy. Yes. I'm trying to get a good angle on this. The pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern from the original Halloween, the one that's on the in the opening credits. It is a replica, so I love that. And I have the Necronomicon as well. And then my next tattoo is probably going to be right here on my forearm, and it's going to be a portrait of the 78 mask. And I am sparing no expense with that one because I want it to be a damn good portrait. So, but yeah, that'll be my next one. The portrait of Myers from 78. Wes, do you think we are almost at the end of theaters? I don't. I really, really don't. I mean, you guys saw as soon as things started to turn around, say in like March, April, Godzilla versus Kong just flew out the gate. And people were like, okay, maybe people really do want to go to theaters still. Maybe that really is a thing. And it was, because people still want to go. The reason it slowed down again is for two things. One, hasn't been a ton of really good movies. I mean, even Fast 9, God forbid they keep making those damn movies, but that made a ton of money. Help me understand. I don't know. But it made a ton of money. But you didn't start to see things tail off again until you started to see COVID spike up again. So I think that the two are correlated. I don't think it's the end of theaters. I really, really don't. Hey, Antonis, how you doing, buddy? Taylor, did you ever watch Key and Peele when it was on? Oh, yeah. Aaron, Balake. Yeah. I loved Key and Peele. I love the skit when they're in the nightclub and someone's coming in and like shooting and everything. And they're both playing like two girls and they're like taking selfies and like crawling under the tables as like people are dying. And there's like, oh, delete it about these. Oh man, I love it. Loved it. Yes, Kills comes out in 2 months. 2 months from today, people. Do you think there will be spoiler reviews after Kills? I don't think so, because I think there's going to be some pretty strict rules on that. Now, that doesn't mean that things won't leak. But official sources, official, I don't know, editors, writers, all that type of stuff, no. I don't think that'll be a thing. Oh, Taylor, your question. Okay. I saw all those movies in theaters. I really did. I had a buddy who had a little sister. They were basically like family to me, and she had cerebral palsy, and she loved those movies, and we were all really close, and she always wanted me to see these movies with them, and we would go to the theaters. I know it's a joke, but I'm just like, I know what you're talking about, but I'm just like elaborating. So I did see all those movies in theaters, believe it or not. I know. Richard, hey, what's going on, man? I see you got your posters framed. And I also have a Linkin Park tattoo. Nice, nice. Yeah, I got that tattoo the day after Chester died. That was like, he was, I don't know. I looked up to him a lot. Linkin Park. First CD I ever owned was Meteora when I was like 9 years old. So, yeah. T. Parker, A Quiet Place Part 2 made $295 million and it's R-rated. Yeah. I agree with you, man. I agree. After Ends, how long of a gap do you think we will go until we see Michael again? I'm going to say, depending on the box office. Okay, if it kills it at the box office, 3-4 years. 2-3 years, actually, maybe. If it's so 5-6 years. But we're not going to go a decade like we did from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 to 2018. It's not going to happen. Major Sicko. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My issue with Halloween 3 is that I don't know which kind of art I want to get. Do I just want to get your classic, theater poster from Halloween 3? Do I want to get some of the alternate art? I don't know. I love Halloween 3. Christian and I both share a deep affinity and passion for Halloween 3. And Thomas, how much were the frames? Let's see. The Kills frame was $16.99. And then the Rob Zombie's Halloween and Halloween 5 frames were, I want to say, $12.99. And then I bought 2 movies and some Baja Blast and stuff, because I was like, well, I'm at Walmart. I might as well. I don't know. I'm psyched to own H Kills. Hopefully available on Vudu or iTunes on or before Halloween night. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think it would behoove them to do that, though. Even if it's just on Halloween night. I think it's not going to hurt anything. I don't know. Good, Linton. I'm glad to hear that. I love Halloween 3. I do. I know you guys know that. The only Halloween film that I truly, truly, truly do not like is Resurrection. But H2O in recent years has really climbed down the list for me too. I'm not a huge fan of H2O, but it's not the same as Resurrection. Resurrection, I think is just bad. But we'll be doing a live commentary for that in October because we're going to do a live commentary for every Halloween movie leading up to Halloween. So I'm going to be forced to watch it for the first time in like 4 years. Yeah, should be exciting. Taylor, I really been wanting a tattoo of Michael in the sheet with the glasses. Yeah, that'd be cool. I want Halloween Ends to finish this franchise. Love Myers. But here's the thing, man. The way I look at it is this. End the Laurie Strode arc and character and storyline, absolutely. But Michael can live on. Michael was created by John Carpenter in 1978 as basically being a force of nature, pure evil. For me personally, evil never dies. Some of these characters he chases around, some of these storylines absolutely die and need to die. But Michael Myers as a character, you can do anything with him, man. It's the same thing with Jason. It's the same thing with Freddy. The fact that it seems like so many of these, these companies that own the rights to these films don't understand that. And they just sit on their hands and don't put out movies. I understand with Friday. But I mean, you're losing money. You have a gold mine. And there's so much untapped potential. But, JDev, I still don't understand all the love for Halloween 3 because you don't enjoy it. Hey, man, I understand why people don't enjoy it. I really do. I love that 80s sci-fi cheese, brother. Can't get enough of it. Wes, top 3 Mountain Dew flavors. My Lord. Oh, man. Baja Blast, Code Red, and Mountain Dew. Just original Mountain Dew. I think those are my top 3. I think so. What about you? And Thomas, I need to frame my posters. They keep falling off my wall. Yeah, it's a problem you'll have, man. I've been there too. I kept getting bullied by Christian and about framing these. So I was like, damn it, Christian, I'll just go get some frames. Although I couldn't find the 27 by 40. He's like, you couldn't? I was like, no. He's like, well, my Walmart always has them. I'm like, well, you live in Louisiana. Okay, I'm not coming down to Louisiana to get poster frames. I'll watch Resurrection any day over Freddy versus Jason. We'll see. I'll have to revisit Resurrection to be able to tell you if I agree with that or not. Because I just watched Freddy. That's another movie I watched this week, Wes. Freddy versus Jason. Did not hold up well. Let's be honest. We're all going to watch Kills in theaters at least 3 times, probably. Resurrection is the only one in the series I don't like and can't watch. Yeah. Horror Man. Halloween 3 also has grown on me. Didn't like it at all when I watched it as a kid, but now enjoy it. And that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And I appreciate that. Hey, what's up, 1031? How you doing? I appreciate that because there are a lot of people that watched that movie when they were kids or when they were younger or just their first watch, no matter how old they were. And, you didn't know what you were getting yourself into and you walked away and you're like, the hell was that? I didn't like that. And then over the years, you're like, okay, so maybe I like it a little bit, and then it just becomes an obsession for some of us like Christian. It's his favorite Halloween movie. And damn it, I will go to Lolita, California before I die. I said that about South Pasadena for the originals filming locations and Halloween 2 and everything, and I made it happen. And that video is on my channel if you guys haven't seen that. That was such a fun trip. To see all that stuff was crazy. But yeah, I will go to Lolita and see the factory and all that. I have to. Sean, I hear you. Lori is great in it. In H2O, I think the mask is terrible. I think the score is really bad because my problem with H2O is it's lazy. It's lazy. It used Scream's score. They couldn't get the mask right, so they just threw a bunch of masks in there and said, screw it. They went more for name recognition rather than, I don't know, just real characters with real depth. I will say Lori has some great depth. I love Lori in H2O. I think I like her character better in H2O than 2018. I really do. But for me, Halloween H2O is just lazy. I mean, it is a product of its time. It's a movie that is dated. You watch Halloween H2O right now and you're like, oh man, yeah, this movie's 90s. Yeah, I mean, it's dated. As a horror movie, you never want to date yourself. And I think it's dated. But would you like Halloween to continue like an anthology route? I don't know. Because they tried that once and it didn't work, and I don't think they'll ever try that again. I think they know the draw is Michael. Me personally, I would be okay with it. I love Halloween 3. But I just don't know if anyone will ever have the balls, Malik Akkad to be like, you know what, let's do it. I don't think the Akkads ever will. Voodoo. Yeah, Voodoo's pretty good. It's very sweet though. It's very sweet. I introduced my best friend to Halloween 3 and he loved it. Awesome. For me, I'm not a fan of H3, but I can understand anybody who likes it. Yeah, I love it. Awesome. Also in that same area. Yeah. Horror Man, I went and saw the Elm Street house as well. Yep. I stood on Nancy's front porch and got a picture. The door is red now, which honestly, here's the crazy thing is I always thought it was in the movie. I always thought the door was red in the movie. So I remember being there and I was like, oh my God, the door's still red. And then I was like, wait, the door's not red in the movie, but I think it actually works better as red. I love the red door and now, but yeah, that house it looks awesome. It looks just the same. What are some horror movies that were filmed in your state, Antonis? Well, the remake, I will say that loosely, the remake of Wrong Turn was filmed in my state last year, actually filmed right near where I grew up. I'm trying to think what else. And then it was also filmed in an area called Hocking Hills. But not a lot of stuff films in my state. Oh, Shockingly Evil. No. What is it? You guys know what I'm talking about. The Zac Efron, Ted Bundy movie. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. That movie was filmed. A lot of that movie was filmed in where I used to live too, Claremont County, over in that area. That's where I grew up. That was filmed there, but not a lot, man. Not a lot of people come to Ohio for movies, and I don't blame them. I mean, there's not a lot going on. Ohio's boring. You know, I want out of Ohio. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it at all. I don't plan on living here much longer. So, but what's your favorite standalone horror movie that isn't part of a franchise? Oh, that's easy. Well, hold on. I want to say that's easy, but I need to look. I'm looking at the shelf right now because I want to give you a legit answer and feel confident in it. Yeah, okay, it's easy. Yeah, it's Trick or Treat. I think it's Trick or Treat. And now maybe in a few years I won't be able to say that anymore because we'll finally get the damn sequel. But as of right now, it's Trick or Treat. Although I will say, The Fog is a sneaky good pick for me. Yeah, I would say Trick or Treat though. What about you guys? What's your favorite standalone horror film that hasn't gotten any sequels or remakes or anything like that? Yeah, exactly, Wes. We have a lot of movies set in Ohio because it's the Midwest, but people don't want to film in the Midwest when their stories take place in the Midwest. Make that make sense. It doesn't. Do you enjoy Trick or Treat? It grows on me. Okay, what are we talking, Richard? Are we talking Trick or Treat? Or are we talking Trick or Treat? The horror anthology with, Sam the Demon. I enjoy both, but 07's Trick or Treat, 08, 09, it was one of those 3 years because I know there was issues with Warner Brothers actually getting it out. I think the film was finished in 07. But yeah, I love that movie. But I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? I think a lot of us here like that movie. But yeah, I mean that movie is, as Christian would say, money, money. But yeah, not a lot filmed in Ohio, man. Not a lot. The Frighteners. Okay, yeah, that's a good movie. That is a good movie. I'm trying to think. We that's a good question because you really have to think about, um, what movies that horror movies that really didn't get sequels or remakes or anything like that. Like, yeah, Hereditary is another good one. Showgirls. Um, I just, I don't know, man, because we get a lot of sequels and remakes and reboots and spinoffs and all this type of crap with horror nowadays. Um, and it's hard. It's really hard to think about because there aren't a lot that haven't been touched. Most of them get touched and defiled in ways that they should not be. Um, I saw a Christian yesterday talking about the Monster Mash cereal. How's everybody feeling about that? You guys excited for Monster Mash cereal? And fruit snacks? Christian was over the moon about it. I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try it. I love Count Chocula. Love Boo Berry. Love Frankenberry. I like Boo Berry. I think Boo Berry is the weakest. I think Frankenberry and Count Chocula. Count Chocula is like the end all be all for me. I love that. Yeah, 2007 Trick or Treat, Richard. Love it. Yeah, Get Out. I love Get Out. Love The Witch. Um, what else was there? The Babadook. I'm not a big fan of The Babadook. It is a smart movie. It's a well-made movie. I'll give it its credit, but it wasn't for me. What would you rate Let the Right One In? It's personally my favorite vampire movie next to The Lost Boys. I think it's fantastic. I mean, if you're asking me like on a scale of 1 to 10, like I'd probably give that movie a 9. I'd probably do the same thing with Let Me In. Um, I think both are fantastic. Hush is really good too. Oh, Jay, I'm gonna go with 13 Ghosts. Hey, that's not a bad choice at all, brother. That is a fun time. Matthew Lillard back in his Shaggy days, man. What a time to be alive. Yeah, Drag Me to Hell. 2001 Maniacs. Okay. Horror Man's never seen the Babadook. Okay, here's the thing about the Babadook. We'll touch on it real quick. Uh, it's all about metaphors. It's more psychological horror. Actually, it's pretty much all psychological horror. And it does that incredibly well, delivers in spades with that. Um, the kid is one of the most annoying children in a movie I've ever seen, and almost doesn't allow me to even get into the movie because he's so annoying. I just want to like jump out a window. Um, I felt like the payoff wasn't great, but that's just my opinion. And I feel like it was one of those movies that I felt like got super hyped up, and then when I finally got around to watching it, I was like, "What? Why? Like, it's not bad at all. It's good, but like, we're talking like life changing." I don't. But to each their own. To each their own. Nobody come at me and say, "Hey, man, you don't understand." No, to each their own. But for me personally, I was just like, "It was good," but like, I don't know. I'm not gonna scream from the rooftops about it. Hereditary was another movie like that that did pay off for me. Um, I very hyped up. I watched it, loved it, and I was very glad to love it. My favorite type of horror is slasher movies, but I like all types. Yeah, I mean, I think I own more slashers than anything. Um, but paranormal type horror movies, those are the ones that really scare me. You know, when we're working with like witches and demons and ghosts and all that. Yeah, that stuff. Oh yeah. Death Proof. Nice. Michael from Over the Top is the most annoying kid in a movie. Hate to burst your bubble, but 13 Ghosts is a remake of a 1960 movie, and Let Me In. No, yeah, I know 1031. Someone was just asking, like, as far as 13 Ghosts goes, yeah, but Taylor was just asking what I would rate Let the Right One In. And I just mentioned that I love both editions of it, the Let the Right One In and Let Me In. I don't know if John Carpenter's The Fog would count as a solo, even though, yeah, you're right. You're right, Oracle, I guess. Shit. I try not to remember that remake exists because it's terrible. It's terrible. It's so bad. Was talking to Justin about it. Justin was like, "Oh, I don't think it's as bad as some." I'm like, "No, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I really, really hate that remake. Just really don't like it." Jeepers Creepers is fantastic, Antonis. It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned Jeepers Creepers. Be interesting if Jeepers Creepers came up in conversation sometime soon on YouTube, wouldn't it? Speaking of which, I reached out to the director of Jeepers Creepers Reborn, guys, because we hadn't heard anything. You know, if it's supposed to come out in like 2 months, where's a trailer? Where's a poster? Like, what? We have no news. So I took it upon myself. I reached out to him. I said, "Hey, man, is Jeepers Creepers still coming out? Because I know the movie's done. It's been done for months and yada, yada." He replied, and he said, what did he say? "Hey, Nick, thanks for reaching out. I have to wait until the studio. I have to wait until they tell me." Something like that. I could pull up the exact message for you guys. I'm trying to remember. He said, "Like you, I am just waiting until they tell me something." It was something like that. So um, it sounds like maybe the studio is unsure about it. Um, I don't know. Maybe they're like, maybe we should sit on this. I mean, it'll come out eventually. We've seen this happen with movies all the time. Jason X had this happen and then came out a year later. House of a Thousand Corpses had this happen and then came out 2 years later. You know, you don't finish a movie 90% of the time and it never sees the light of day. It'll eventually see the light of day. Maybe it's not a theatrical release. Maybe it's, just kind of, here it is, just take it, get on with it. I don't know. But I want to see the Creeper again. So let's figure this out. All right, Sean. Yeah, the Fog remake. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. What's your thoughts on a Phantasm remake or a reboot? I would be open to it. I'd prefer it be just like a reboot, like different not totally different characters, I should say. Not trying to rehash the first movie's story. But I'd be open to it. We haven't seen an iteration of Phantasm in a while. I'd like to see a modern one, which is interesting because we're actually about to get a new Hellraiser iteration. How's everybody feeling about that? Is that something you want? I know a lot of people were worried about that. I like that Terror Train hasn't gotten remade for sure. Saw the Fog remake in theaters, 50-50 on it now. I am 99.9 to 0.01 on it. But hey, I mean, if you enjoy it, look, it's very important that there are fans of every movie. I mean, it's all subjective. Like, we like what we like. You can't, nobody can tell us, hey, you like that movie, you're dumb. You're not allowed to like that. No, whatever, man. Like, I hate the pretentious attitude that can sometimes be attached with that of like, no, I am telling you objectively, this movie sucks and you're dumb if you like it. I don't like that. Extra minutes of trash. Nice, 1031. What do you think of the butterfly effect? Love the butterfly effect. Love the butterfly effect. I saw that movie when I was a kid. Really messed up at times. Quite an emotional roller coaster, but love the butterfly effect. Very good movie. Very good movie. My thoughts on Halloween movies are like what they say about Sex and Tacos. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think Resurrection's the worst Halloween movie. I still wouldn't put it in a top 10 worst of all time movies list. Dear God, no. I've seen so many horror movies that are worse than Resurrection. So many. So, never understood the hate for H5. I understand it, but I don't agree with it. A lot of the hate is because it's a product of its time, which is, I feel like, really weird to, I don't know. I feel like that's a really weird thing to hate a movie for. Isn't it kind of a double standard that we have some movies that people will look back at the 80s or what? Yeah, it's usually the 80s, and it's the mid to late 80s, especially when the cheese factor was turned up to 11. And people will be like, I love this movie because it's just so 80s, it's so cheesy. And then they'll look at a movie like Halloween 5 and they'll be like, that movie's just so dumb. And it's like, but you love that movie and what? Like, a perfect example of that is people say, I'm a fan of both these movies. There are people that'll say they love Friday Part 5 and they hate Halloween 5. I'm like, really? We're going to go down this road right now? Like, they're both super cheesy products of their time. They both have some really cringy characters. They both have weird story choices. I just don't get. I just don't get that personally. I feel like that's more just bias to a certain character or a certain franchise. I feel like that's what it is. Because people are more likely to forgive a movie from their favorite franchise than a movie from one that's not one of their favorites. So, and I'm guilty of that too. I will forgive a lot of Halloween movies for some of the mistakes they make because of some inherent bias there. But if someone says, I love Friday Part 5 and I hate Halloween 5, I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Or I love The Dream Child, but I hate Halloween 5. Okay. Your opinion's your opinion, but I'm just saying. Wes, only thing I hate about 5 is the circus. Yeah, the cops. I mean, it's annoying. It's stupid. I agree. Run. I liked, or wait. Lives near that movie. If somebody that lives near you likes that movie, Run. Oh, okay. I got you. I believe Halloween 5 was the last one I saw out of the first 8. I watched it on AMC Fear Fest and when I was 12. Yeah. It was the first one I saw. First Halloween movie I ever saw. Yep. Yeah, I mean the movie is rushed, but let's look at a lot of these iconic horror franchises. A lot of these fifth sequels were rushed and there was a ton of issues behind the scenes. That's honestly one common link with the big 3. Dream Child, Revenge of Michael Myers, and A New Beginning were all rushed with a lot of behind the scenes issues, script changes, weird directorial choices, some weird story choices. But you get to a 5th movie in a horror franchise in the 80s, and that's kind of par for the course, I guess. No, Richard, it is not bad. that you keep forgetting that Don't Breathe 2 exists, even though the first one was so good, because I'm pretty much in that boat with you, man. I don't forget it exists. But I know what you mean. But I'm not amped up to go see it. You know what I mean? My buddy Ken from Sledgehammer Horror, he went and saw it. He really liked it. He really liked it. He said it was better than the first one. I have not heard that sentiment a lot. And I actually have a problem with part of the story choice of making the blind man a hero. And then I don't know if you guys watch Mike and Jay from We Watched a Movie, but Mike, in his spoiler-free review, was like, we got the trailer. And then the studio, the filmmakers came out and they were like, I know the trailer makes it look like he's a hero, but he's not the hero in the movie. And then Mike was like, complete bullshit. He is the hero in the movie. They tried to make him the hero in the movie. I just feel like that's a weird story direction to take. I really feel like that's weird. I don't know how you're going to get a lot, maybe casual viewers that don't really remember the first one that much. But people that know the first movie, watching that one and trying to be like, this is our protagonist. I kind of want this guy to die. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'll get around to it, but I'm not eager to. Are there any horror movies that we can literally not find or buy? Yeah, there's one I can think of right here, right now. Sleepaway Camp 2 on Blu-ray, Scream Factory's Blu-ray. You may be able to find it in the deep, dark corners of eBay. You're going to pay hundreds of dollars for it. Hundreds. P2 on Blu-ray, can't find it. Doesn't exist. You cannot find P2 on Blu-ray. Unless you go another region for it. I believe, I don't know if it's Canada. Another country has a Blu-ray of it. US, no. I think Sleepaway Camp 3 is the same. I think it's the same. I don't know if that's gotten a Blu-ray release, though. But I thought it did. Even if it didn't, though, I know finding a physical edition of that is very hard as well, Antonis. 1989 was the weakest year for the big three. Yeah, I agree. I find enjoyment in Takes Manhattan. I'm not a fan of Dream Child. Mike and Jay are great. Oh, yeah, they are. Halloween 5 is okay. I prefer it to half the original. Yeah. H5's negatives. Tina Clown Cops. Big Cookie Woman. Cookie Woman. 12 Days to Candyman 2021. Yep. Oh, horror movies that are illegal to watch. I don't know. I know there are in other countries. I know there's some horror films, here in the States that you're not allowed to watch in certain countries that are banned. Halloween 5 was one of them. It got banned in some countries when it first came out. And that actually that happens a lot with movies from the States because, Italy's not, I don't know. There's some countries that aren't too uptight about it, but there's a lot of countries that are really uptight about their gore and they won't, they won't allow certain movies to be widely released over there. P2 is a Christmas slasher thriller. 1031. I have it on DVD. It's got, what's his face? Matt Bomer and Rachel Nichols, I think. I think that's her name. P2, it's a parking garage. It's Christmas Eve, and she gets locked in the building of her work, and the security guard happens to be a psycho that wants her to love him, and if she won't, then it's great. I love the movie. Do you like cannibal exploitation? Okay, not really, bro. Not really. I find enjoyment in, to a degree, I find enjoyment in, like the Green Inferno. Which is kind of part of that, but I find enjoyment in, I mean, you could even say like House of a Thousand Corpses and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Yes. But I've never seen Cannibal Holocaust. Nothing too over the top. You know what I mean? Uh, nothing too over the top. I'm not a big fan of that either. Let's see. Sometimes you cannot find a movie get away with Alec Baldwin. Yep. It does need a Scream Factory release. You are absolutely right, Wes. What do you think is the most messed up movie you've ever seen? Oh, man. Oh, Megan Goes Missing. Yeah. I think that's what it's called. I think. Yeah, that movie. That or I Spit on Your Grave. That type of stuff's hard for me to watch. That type of stuff is just really hard for me to watch. I'm not, I don't know, not a huge fan of it. They're not bad movies. H5 wasn't really that violent. It was initially, and they cut a bunch of it out. That's the thing. Did you see the Jason fan film? I saw most of it. Yeah, I saw most of it. It was cool to see Alice. That was cool. It's sad that this is what we're stuck with. You know, we can't get a freaking Friday the 13th movie. Hey, what's up, Cat Drums? We need a collaboration with We Watched a Movie in the Lost River Drive-In. I would love that. Mike and Jay are awesome guys. I love them both. They're doing great stuff. I've known them for damn near 10 years, since when they created their channel. Back when they paid attention to the little guys like me. But yeah, they're great guys. They're great guys. Happy to see them doing well. The Hills Have Eyes is fantastic. Does Justin like every? No, he really doesn't. Antonis. Justin hates Freddy's Dead. He hates the Cabin Fever remake. He hates some movies. He just doesn't hate a lot. He's very positive. He's like Christian, you know. And I'm not negative. I'm not a negative guy at all. But I guess I'm not as forgiving as Justin can be to certain movies. But he doesn't love every movie. He hates some movies. Is the Green Inferno as gory as it looks? Yes, it is. There is a scene that is gross. I'll just say it has to do with a dude on like a stone tablet, and people are hungry. And it's fucking foul, man. It's disgusting. Yeah, I Spit on Your Grave horror, man. I agree. That movie's messed up. Yep. A lot of people say Human Centipede, man. I've only seen the first one. It just didn't do anything for me. It was gross, yeah, for sure. But I mean, like, I just didn't have a desire. You know what I mean? I didn't have a desire to see the other ones. What would you like to see in the poll for the next commentary after Freddy's Revenge? That is a good question. I don't know. Because we can't do Halloween yet. I kind of want to back up a little bit on Friday, because we've been doing, a lot of Friday movies. Maybe we'll throw an Evil Dead movie in there. Maybe a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. We'll mix it up. Favorite insect horror movie? Well, I mean, I don't know if this is technically a horror movie, but it's a horror movie to me because I'm arachnophobic. Arachnophobia. That movie still scares me today. That movie is... Fuck that movie. Yeah, I just dropped an F-bomb. I'm sorry. That movie. No. I love the movie. It is a fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. I love it. And I hate it so much. Because I watched that movie, the scene, Jeff Daniels in the basement, in the wine cellar at the end with the queen just walking up his... I'm getting goosebumps talking about it right now. I'm literally getting goosebumps talking about it because I'm arachnophobic. Dude, no, that movie gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, we'll throw some paranormal movies in there too, T. Parker Evans. Like I said, those are the ones that scare me the most. I think they did use some real spiders. I for some of the close-up scenes and stuff, yes. But when it's like a lot of spiders at once, no, that's computer generated. But it didn't matter because they looked real. It scared me. I mean, the movie still scares me. It's still scary. It's just gross. I'll never ever not be freaked out by that movie. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's also an amazing film, but it's so gross. Eight-Legged Freaks is fun. That movie doesn't do the same to me, Isaiah, because I can watch that movie and I'm like, oh, of course, yeah, this movie's fake. Like, you can tell like this would never happen. But Arachnophobia, these spiders, there are spiders that size, it's, yeah. Yes. Yep. I did know that about the bees in Candyman. And kudos to him. When I say that man was born for that role and he took that role and made it his own, he did. He made that role his. He went all out. He pulled out. He pulled out all the stops. I am very, very excited for the new movie. But as it draws closer and closer, I get more and more nervous because I don't know how much he's going to be in it. And I really hope he's in it a good amount. I really, really do. Because I need that. Horror Man, yes, Megan is Missing is disturbing. Yeah. Just some of those movies, man. I get there's an audience for it, and I get the type of reaction you're trying to elicit from the people watching it. I totally get that. However, I don't know. It's just icky to me, I guess. Icky. Thank you, Marcus. How you doing, buddy? Arachnophobia is messed up. Tony Todd is a legend. Absolutely. The only horror movie I can't stand watching because of my fear for flesh-eating viruses is Cabin Fever. My goodness, child. Yeah. That movie freaked me out when I was younger too, because it was like, what happens if I drink water and I get, a flesh-eating virus? Not so much now, because the water we drink is shit anyway. But yeah. But you do need to rewatch Arachnophobia 1031. You do, because I don't know what it is, man. The movie just sticks with me. It gets under my skin. I don't like it, but at the same time, I love it. It's a fantastic movie. I can't believe I didn't put it in the scariest movies I've ever seen list, because it is. I know it's not even. I know that it's technically not even that genre, but it's terrifying to me. It's terrifying. Yeah, it's a great movie, Isaiah. It is. Gotta love the shaving scene. Oh, no. The ending to Joker when he makes the blood smile makes me tear up every time. I love that film. Taylor. I love that film so much. Never thought somebody could follow in Heath Ledger's footsteps and do a good job, and then along came Joaquin Phoenix with just a phenomenal performance. Absolutely awesome. You should watch Solo, the 120 Days of Sodom. Is it messed up, Marcus? Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever. Yeah, I didn't hate that one. I remember seeing that one. Yeah, Patient Zero sucked, though. I hated Patient Zero. It's on Paramount Plus and Hulu. I have both of those streaming services. I do, too. Yeah, man, I'll never. Can we imagine how good Oh yeah, awesome. Love the music in that movie. Love the cinematography. Love the acting. Love just the mood. Joker was awesome. Fantastic. Joaquin was incredible. Where do you want the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise to go? I want a fresh story with new characters. I don't want Nancy again. I don't want a remake. Give me new kids. Give me some backstory to the kids. Give me a reason why they're in, they're in Springwood. Freddy, acknowledge the fact that, Freddy's a legend. And yada, yada, so on and so forth. and Freddy comes back and kills these kids for a particular reason. Give me just a straight up reboot, not a remake. I don't need to see Nancy again. I don't need to relive the origin story. We know the origin story so well at this point, you can forego that entirely. Just, we know who Freddy is, acknowledge Freddy's existence, and then we go from there. Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay, Marcus. My mom and I saw arachnophobia in the theater when she was a kid, and it scared her. Yeah, it scares the crap out of me. Do I prefer DC, DCEU, or Marvel, MCU? This is hard because there's like 3 characters that I feel like a kinship to. The Joker, Batman, and Spider-Man. So, and that's just from my childhood. So I guess technically you would say DC, the DCEU. But I'm not a big superhero movie guy. I never have been. I love the Spider-Man movies. I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man films. I love the Amazing Spider-Man movies as well. And I love Andrew Garfield. See, it was different for me. Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man when I was a kid. So I grew up with that. You're fine. And then when I was a teenager, Andrew Garfield was a teenager, my age, playing Spider-Man. Do you want down? And so, and then by the time Tom Holland came around and Marvel, Disney's. Hey, what, dude? I don't know what's going on with my kid. He's having a full-blown meltdown. Hey, stop. I don't know what he's doing. So I was never, so for different points in my life, oh my God. So they all, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't expect him to wake up so quickly. But I was a big fan of Toby and Andrew. All right, this is how we're going to do this. So I was a big fan of Toby and Andrew, but not Tom Holland. And it's nothing against Tom Holland, but I will say I'm very excited for No Way Home because I know for a fact that Toby and Andrew are going to be in it, and I want to see them as Spider-Man again. I really do. All right, guys. Well, it seems like I might have to cut this off now. I don't know why he's having a meltdown, and I'm not trying to have you guys have to suffer and listen to this. So thank you guys for being in here today. Thank you for the support. If you haven't left a like on the stream yet, please do. If you're not subscribed, hey, it's not always like this, I promise. The problem of being a dad sometimes, it sucks sometimes. It really does. It's very frustrating. But I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys being in here. And tomorrow, Justin and I will be back. We're going to be ranking 10 horror franchises, and we're going to have our buddy Ken from Sledgehammer Horror on here. It's going to, we're going to cover 10 horror franchises and talk which is our favorite franchise out of the 10 and which is our least favorite. So, I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. And you better be back tomorrow. Okay? See ya.